I'm Neil Chadwick. I'm in Palm Beach, Florida in this beautiful car collection to show you how simple and easy it is to get that better than showroom shine with perfect optics, perfect clarity, with the minimal amount of steps. We have 2 bottles of polish, we have our Chadwicks Triple Play, our block, 4 towels, and 3 numbered pads. That's all you need to follow the simple instructions to get the better than showroom shine that you see on these show cars here. With the Chadwicks paint correction system, I've taken all the guesswork out of making your car better than showroom new. Each pad is numbered. Each bottle is numbered. All you have to do is follow the steps. The first step we're going to do is we want to get rid of the dirt that's on the car. So we're going to use our Chadwicks Triple Play. We're going to spray our towel, and then we're going to spray our painted surfaces. We're going to use a motion that goes back and forth. We don't want to do a lot of rubbing and create a lot of friction. Once all the dirt is encapsulated in the microfiber towel and the surface is clean, we leave the triple play down. The next step is the number 1 pad. It's the black pad. It's got a hook and loop attachment. We take our polisher, we place it on the polisher. I always keep the cord over my shoulder to keep it out of the way. You want to make sure that everything around you is safe so that you don't do any damage. The machine itself is very safe, but you yourself don't want to do any damage. I take the number 1 polish. What I do is I put about the size of a dime on the top and a size of a dime on the back. I take the bottom of the bottle and I just prime the pad. This way, it's not going to splatter all over the car. It's not going to make a mess. These formulas have no silicones, no petroleum, so there'll be no dusting whatsoever. The machine runs anywhere from 1 to 6 on a speed. The system is designed to go on 6. If you've never used a machine before, you can dial it down to about 4 just to get the feel of what the machine's going to be like. I always turn the machine on when it's on the car. Do not turn the machine on until it's on the car. What I do is I go in a north-south motion and then an east-west motion, like a hashtag. In this particular step, the first step, we're going to make about 5 to 6 passes, complete passes. Now watch. And once you're comfortable with the way the machine is, you can dial it up to 6. We're going to make about 5 to 6 complete passes. The most important step with the number 1 is it's evening out the paint. So when we go to polish it with the number 2 step, we're going to be able to get that depth and clarity because the paint is now even. Even if it's on a microscopic level, it's still even. We're going to come back after we've done our passes. We're going to spray some triple play over the polish. We're going to remove the polish. I take the back side and I'll buff it off. See how simple that is? This gives me the opportunity to check and see that I'm happy. If you want to do a couple of more passes, not a problem. We want to make sure that pretty much after about 6, 7 passes, you should have all the evenness in the paint exactly where you want it. The second step is just as simple. We remove the number 1 pad, we take the number 2 pad, the white pad and the bag marked number 2. We attach it the same way, the hook and loop. I always put it over my shoulder again to make sure the cord's out of my way. And I take the number 2 bottle. Now this is where a lot of the magic happens, because this is the polishing part, this is the clarity part, this is the depth part. I suggest on most cars between 6 and 7 passes. Again, if you need to do a little bit more, you can always check once you're done. I've designed these bottles too to be a one-hand operation. All it takes is to just push down on the back and you're ready to go. As you're doing your car, this gives you the opportunity to take the bottle and put it in your back pocket as you're walking around. You don't have to go back to your resting place at all times. We go back with the number 2 and we do the same thing, the hashtag north, south, east, west. It's always a good idea to keep the machine moving. You want to create a little bit of air under there. You don't want to stop in one spot and generate a lot of heat. You just want to have some uniformity as you're using your machine. Also, another tip when you use your machine is you never want to dig. You always want to make sure that the actual pad itself is nice and flat. And let the pressure of just holding it be your guide. You don't need to add any extra pressure. Let the product, let the pad and the machine do the work. And you notice I turn the machine off, then I pull it off the car. The next step is our triple play. We come back, we spray the triple play, and we remove the polish. Now this next step is a very important step. Because we've used polish in 2 steps, the micro pores of the paint have a tendency to collect some of that polish. And we don't want to have any interference with the depth and the clarity and the shine on the car. So we're going to come back with our block. What our block is going to do is take all those particulates and anything that potentially can be a film that's left on the car off. So again, we spray our triple play. And with almost like an eraser on the blackboard, we're going to just rub very lightly. And you'll start to see all the ingrained polishes that have been caught in the pores are going to come out. And again, you see how lightly I'm rubbing. You don't have to sit there and put a lot of pressure at all. Now, we have a situation where we have extra triple play on the car from doing that block step. What I want you to do is just lightly wipe the residue. It's okay to leave a little bit left on the car because that's going to help with the next step. You don't have to make it completely dry. Now, this is where all the magic happens. This is our number 3 pad. Our number 3 pad we use our number 3 pad with no polish, it's dry. And we're going to do the same hashtag motions. And this you can do 5, 6, 7, 8 passes. The more you do this, the deeper and the better it's going to get. What this step does is take the triple play and drive it deep into the pores of the paint, where it actually bonds to the clear coat and gives it almost that candy apple type look to it. It almost like a plastic feel that you generate when you do this. Now remember, 6, 7, 8 passes, the more you do it, the deeper and better it gets. Now we come back with a dry microfiber and we just polish off the residue. And there you have an absolutely crystal clear, better than showroom look. All your deficiencies gone, total clarity. And now all you have to do to maintain this finish on the car is every time you want to sit there and clean it before you use it, just spray a little triple play on it, wipe it down, with a nice dry side, and that's all you do for maintenance. And we will not recreate the scratching that the traditional methods will do. Now, how easy is that? 3 pads, 2 polishes, simple steps, all the guesswork taken out of it. That's what Chadwicks triple play paint correction is all about. Better than showroom new.